Hey, welcome back to another episode of Level Up, where we help you build and grow your dream practice and work with the clients you absolutely most love. We are Kate and Katie of the Private Practice Startup, and Level Up is a series really designed to meet your needs and answer your most burning questions. Today's question comes from Liliana Alana, and Liliana wants to know, how do I build a professional network for mutual referrals? Love it.
Great question. And before we dive into answering that, we want to say thank you to TherapyNotes for their support and for sponsoring this series. If you're in need of an awesome EHR with a telehealth platform, definitely check them out at therapynotes.com. You can use code PPS, as in Private Practice Startup, for your first 2 months for free. Let's dive in.
What a great question. So one of the things that you have to think about when building a professional network, it's much more of a long-term strategy, and you have to kind of be in it for the long run and kind of think about it in the sense of your professional network probably should be people that you really like, you really enjoy, and that you want to have a relationship. It's a little bit professional and it's also personal. And you want to think about people who also hold your ideal client, or they have clientele that you can help solve a problem for, or your stakeholder or that professional, I should say, is in need of a therapist to support their clients in a certain way. So that's really important. So like, for example, if you work with people with anxiety, maybe you reach out to attorneys, like an injury attorney, right? Because a lot of times they have people who maybe been in an auto accident or something like that, and they're having a lot of anxiety. They might be a really good professional to reach out to and begin to build a professional relationship with. So that's like step one.
Or a primary care physician or a psychiatrist, any of those potential referral sources that also serve the same population that you're serving. And Katie, I like those points that you had brought up. And I also wanted to bring up the importance of a follow-up strategy. It's so important not only to create these relationships, but to nurture them over time, because networking is more of a slow burn, whereas something online like Google Ads can be a quicker return on that investment. You want to be able to have a follow-up strategy in place and a way of keeping your referral relationships organized as well, not just in your mind, but as a way to think about, okay, here's where I left off my last communication with this particular primary care physician, and I went by the office, I dropped off a little thank you basket for sending referrals, or I sent a handwritten thank you note, whatever those types of things are, or I got together with so-and-so for coffee on this date. So as time goes by, and if you have a lot of referral relationships in the community, you'll be able to keep track of that, and you'll be able to know who you're getting in touch with and when it's time to circle back and follow up with them, even taking little notes about something that's going on in their personal life. So you can ask them a question about how their 2 children are doing, or how that vacation was that they took a few months ago, those types of things.
Yeah, and I really like that you say that. I know that as therapists, we talk about, if it's not documented, are you saying it didn't happen? Good. So one of the things about the follow-up strategy, if it's not in your schedule, it's probably not going to happen. And don't leave your mind kind of like wondering or trying to remind yourself in regards to when you should follow up. So that's really, really important. So having that consistency of follow-up is essential. And another thing that Kate was talking about, it's really about a long-term relationship. And you should be asking them, how can I help you? What is it that you're needing? What are you struggling with? Because the reality is when we ask people, naturally they ask us back. And it never feels good to like, hey, do you have clients for me? Or, hey, I'm calling you because I need clients. That just doesn't feel good. That's just not a natural relationship, right? It just should be something that you enjoy. You're looking to help them, really invested in them as a person. And again, it should be like people that you enjoy. I think I've said that a few times now. That's really important, that it's people that you really want to have a long-term relationship with. I know one of the things that Kate and I love doing here at the Private Practice Startup with our and we don't really think about them as like referral professionals, right? It's just people that we really like. We like to send very specific, unique gifts. And a lot of times out of the blue for no reason. I know that Perry Rosenblum of Brighter Vision, we had bought him this really cool grill set because I think Michigan Wolverines lover. So it's it's something that brings us joy, but also he's probably remembers us every time he grills, and that's not the intention, but how can you stand out and be memorable? How can you stay connected? Those are really important things.
Yes, great question. If you guys have additional questions you'd love for us to answer in our Level Up series, look for our Ask Us post. It comes out every Tuesday in our Facebook group, and we'll look forward to seeing your questions there. If you're struggling or feeling stuck in private practice, let us help. We would love to be able to help you to fill your practice with clients you love and really have that clear brand, marketing messages that are working for you, and living that dream lifestyle. So you can check out our private practice marketing e-course and coaching programs on the website. We'll also put the link for that in the resources section. Our e-course is a self-study program, and you can access that at any time, and we open coaching a couple times a year.
Remember, you guys got this, and we'll see you guys on the next Level Up. Take care, everybody.
See you then. Bye.